Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to Point of View Playthrough. So, today I just received my... This other side has my information, but the kingdomdeathmonster Legendary Card Pack. So, I'm gonna get that going. I just want to make sure my sound and everything is working, so I will just take a moment to double check. If anyone's watching, say hi in chat. And feel free to ask questions. I will try to pay attention. I may have another, my usual guest joining me a little later. If anyone's watching, say hi in chat. Okay, sounds good. All right. Oh, here's Stewie coming to join as well. So, just want to get the card cam checked out. All right, let's get this going. And there it is. The Legendary Card Pack, the 1.6 upgrade. Oh, hey, how's it going? No problem. Yeah, I'll do a comparison of some of the older cards to the new ones. General unboxing. Oh, we'll see. I think most of the cards here off to the side, ready for the comparisons, but here we go. Oh, watch out, bud. Shut the door, but the cat breaks into the room every time. All right. Oh. And here we go. I think that is it. We have a bunch of items. Here's some replacement cards. Ooh, White Lion Cub is changing. I think these are just spacers for promo gear and stuff like that for in the box. Sorry, card cam is wigging out. I may have to brighten that. Sorry, the cat's tangled in my my cord. Okay, we have, this is just a piece of cardboard. The guide for how to use everything, I guess. We have a few events. Here's the stickers that go in the books. And some settlement locations. Where do we want to start? Any suggestions? Oh, okay. You know what? Let's go with big ones. We'll start out with the settlement locations. All right. So, we have the new Barber Surgeon. Maybe I'll bring it in a little closer. I don't want to go too close. Here we go. The new Barber Surgeon. We have the new Organ Grinder. I'll go through them compared to the older ones in a second here. A new Plumery. The Stone Circle. The Weapon Crafter. And the Blacksmith. Just grab all the old ones. So we'll start out with... Let's go with the Organ Grinder. Keep these separate so I don't mix them up. Alright, so new Organ Grinder on the left here. The old one is on the right. So, with the new one, you can build the Barber Surgeon. Sorry, this camera's really shaky. So yeah, there's the Barber Surgeon and the Stone Circle are the difference. Move it over a little more so chat's not blocking it. Stone noses are the same. Fecal salve is 1 organ. The monster grease is now 2 organs instead of 1. The dried acanthus is the same. Fresh acanthus. Lucky charm is the same. Monster tooth necklace looks to be the same. The augury. Looks about the same. So I think it's just the bottom here. It's the, of course, it's on top of the green screen. Build the Barber Surgeon for 3 hide and, or 3 organ and 1 hide. So I believe now you get the Stone Circle automatically. So you, once you've beaten the Screaming Antelope, so you don't need to build it anymore. So now instead of that, you're building the Barber Surgeon. That is the first one. Next, we'll go with... If you have any questions or want me to go a little more in depth than anything, just let me know. Let's check out the Stone Circle. So that is the new one. The old one right here. So I know... Oh, it looks like they made the Screaming Skirt a little more resource. It's instead of just 1 pelt, it's a pelt and a hide. Like, so it's like everything else. It's 2 resources. I believe all the affinities are the same for those, for the armor. Boss Mendy is no longer the Golden Whiskers. It's now a beefsteak and a bone. The knuckles are the same. The red oh, okay, so the charms have changed. Oh, they're on, they're somewhere else. We'll have to see. Brain Mint is new on there as well. The blood paint is normal. Bladder and organ. Bone earrings, but the same. Charms are all gone, so now there's speed powder and elder earrings, as well as the brain mint. I think those might have all been from the barber surgeon. Yeah, the arts, I think it's just, yeah, the printing does seem a little more vibrant on the old ones. And Harvest Ritual looks to be the same. So the the charms have been moved, and they're replaced with the brain mint, speed powder, and elder earrings. Let's check out the... These are the new ones, right? No. Just want to make sure I'm not getting them mixed up. Sorry, just... Oh yeah, new monster grease, so I will put the new ones up there. Stone circle, that's the old one, that's the old one. Alright, stone circle will go up there. We'll go with the... I've got weapon crafter out. I'll do that one. Alright, Counterweight Axe, looks the same. Skullcap Hammer, looks about the same. The Whistling Mace, 2-bone and organ. Scrap Sword, Scrap Dagger. So there is, ooh, a new Scrap Bone Spear. So that appears to be the new item in there, and the Finger of God is not in here. The Zombato is in the Weapon Crafter and requires heat. It's gotten rid of the Rainbow Katana. Wonder where that ended up. There's Scrap Rebar, which is a new one, and a Scrap Lantern. Oh, Zambato's just moved down. Sling Mace, Scrap Sword, Scrap Dagger. So yeah, Finger of God was removed, Blood Sheath, and looks like the Katana have been removed somewhere else. Scrap Smelting appears to be the same, and you can scavenge. So yeah, just the new items. That's the old one. New one moves up there. Okay, let's go with the new Barber Surgeon. Don't think I have that yet in my current game. Yeah, we were gonna try to make it, but now I guess we can just buy it. We're running a campaign right now. We're... Oh, what year are we on? We just fought the Kingsmen. So we're going on to the next year this Friday, but we're gonna update with all the new stuff, so there may be some changes. But yeah, we'll have to see how that's gonna work. Anyway, Barber Surgeon. So, okay, yeah, I heard there was some new resources in the basic deck. So there's a perfect bone, perfect organ, and perfect hide, or something like that. So it looks like you need the perfect bone to make the first aid kit, the perfect hide to make the scavenger kit, and the perfect organ to make the bug trap. The brain mint is no longer in here, as well as the speed powder and the elder earrings. They were all moved to the stone circle. And okay, they switched the red charms, or the red, blue, and green charm with those items. Okay. So now you need a perfect bone, perfect organ, and perfect hide to make the charms. Almanac, I don't think is any different. And Musk Bomb, 7 resources, jeez. Okay. Everything else seems to be the same. It's just the items that got switched around between the Barber Surgeon and the Stone Circle. Alright, let's go with the Blacksmith next. Another one we don't quite have yet. Oh, I think I put it up there. Because we're looking at getting it, so I just put it off to the side. Okay, so we have the new and old Blacksmith. The new on the left, like normal. My camera seems to be bugging out. Weird. Oh, that's okay. So we have the Lantern Helm, looks the same. 6 leather. Those all look the same. Lantern Sword. Oh, it's a little bit cheaper. 4 bone instead of 5 bone. Lantern Dagger. It's a little more expensive in leather. Oh no, cheaper in leather, sorry. The Glaive, about the same. Dragon Slayer. You no longer need paint. 5 and 3, so those are the same. Perfect Slayer. You need the Perfect Crucible, that's the same. Oh, there's a new Polishing Lantern. The Ring Whip is a little bit cheaper by 1 organ. The Beacon Shield is the same. Scrap Shield is 323, 323. Okay, so a new Lantern, and the Dragon Slayer doesn't need paint. And a bunch of things are a little bit cheaper, which is nice. Alright, and the last one is the Plumery. We still have to go after the Phoenix in our game. He's been available for a bit, we just haven't gotten around to going after him. Okay, so we have Hollowing Bone, Small Feathers, Bone. Cats are freaking out. Trying to get this to... I don't know if it's just my screen here, but it's looking kind of fuzzy. Sorry about that. It's just move it a little bit closer here. Would do card cam, but you can only get so much of it in there, and you can only do one at a time. So Phoenix Helm, I think, is the same as the before. Phoenix Gauntlets. Those all appear to be the same. Okay, so they moved the Katana over to this one, the Rainbow Katana, which kind of makes sense. Let's see if that's any better. I need a new camera. Okay, that'll have to do. So, Feather Shield is about the same. Plume Sphere, 1 and 3, that's the same. Sonic Tomahawk. Small Feathers, Iron, Hollow Wing. Yep. Hollow Sword's the same. Arc Bow. Then we have the Finger of God, so that's where that moved to, and the Rainbow Katana. Makes sense because they needed the Phoenix items, so that kind of works a bit better. Feather Mantle. It's the same. Bird Bread. Looks the same. Hours Ring. Same price. Crest Crown. Looks the same. Hollow Point Arrow. And then the Blood Sheath was also moved here, which makes sense because the Katana was moved there, so they moved that over with it. So they moved a couple items around. That is it for those. What do you think next? We have... I'll move it back up. Those. We can go over some of the stickers. The guide for putting stuff on, it just tells you where to put the stickers or which cards to replace. We got the new settlement events and more items. I think I'll do the settlement events. There's only a couple of those. So I believe these were from some of the white boxes. Okay, how does this open? I think there's only 2 of them. There's the Dark Seamstress and the Story in the Snow. Let's move that there. And we'll get rid of this one. So, lingering effects. Steady click of the spindle wheel invades the artisan's hazy dream. The Dark Seamstress sits beside them, weaving items born in desire with the knowing smile. The artisan blushes. So if you have Skinnery, 1 resource will gain the Rawhide Corset. Oh, no items. Leather Worker, you can get leather for the leather bodysuit, rare gear card. Bonesmith, you can make a Lantern Brazier, rare gear. And Skyreef Sanctuary, you can get the Teeth Bikini. So some new items you can make, but they require Skyreef Sanctuary. That's the Sunstalker, isn't it? So that's about it for that one. Then we have the Story in the Snow. Let's try to... A pale, tall woman appears in the settlement. Frozen water crystals drift from the darkness above. Roll a d10 and add 1 to the roll result each time the players have cheated this campaign. Interesting. Speaker tells a story of a future dream. When she's done, no one can recall any of the details. The next time all departing survivors perish during the hunt showdown phase, they remember it was only a dream. Reset to reset to the start of the prepare departed survivors. Okay, so you get a redo on one fight if you get 1 to 9. 10 plus, the speaker tells a story of the glorious. The glorious? Everyone understands the true meaning of death. The survivors spend the rest of the settlement phase roaring into the darkness. The settlement phase, no one can spend endeavors or craft, and departing survivors gain 2 bleeding tokens. Your new life principle is now survival of the fittest. Okay, so that forces you to change. Interesting. We already have survival of the fittest, so that's not a big deal, but having bleed tokens when you leave sucks. Let's go for... Let's check out some of this stickers. So, traps, it just does a bit more detail on the trap cards, and doomed survivor attacking limits. It's just more specifications on things like why you can't spend survival while attacking. They changed their rules on Doomed a little bit, I think, because of... or the wording on Doomed. And traps, it's just, I think, emphasizes that even if the monster's laying down or knocked down, it can still get up to do its trap. So rewards. Okay, first time you beat the Screaming Antelope, gain the Stone Circle. So you no longer have to spend resources to get the Stone Circle. And it updated the... I think... see if I can find her in the book to compare. Showdown Screaming Antelope. It'll be a little awkward for this one. But, here, actually I'll leave that one up. And I will just compare with the book. Okay, you would get the... If you have Pottery and defeat the Screaming Antelope, you get Barber Surgeon. So now the rule is... If the settlement has Pottery when they defeat a level 3 plus Screaming Antelope, they may preserve the stench of half-digested acanthus from one of the antelope's organs. A random survivor gains the Astute ability. Astute on arrival, if possible, add an acanthus plant. Okay, that's interesting. You get less resources now from a level 2. You used to get 6 basic and 7 screaming. Now you get 4 basic and 6 screaming. For level 3, you used to get 6 basic, 8 screaming, and 2 vermin. Now you get... and a black lichen. Now you get 7 basic, so 1 less, 7 screaming, 1 less, and no vermin. I guess they were trying to nerf him a little bit. So, Aftermath. I'm not sure. Oh, Lonely Fruit. I think that's the Lonely Tree. I don't have that one. And then these, I think, are just some extra stickers. Then we have Wares for Trade. I think this is the White Speaker event. You put the sticker on there, and now you can buy the Bloodskin or the Speaker Cult Knife. Try to get this on the card cam. Make it a little more visible. Maybe. Okay, while she's visiting, the White Speaker offers to trade some of her wares to the survivors. The the rare gear below may be gained by paying its cost. Each can only be gained once per campaign. The Bloodskin, 1 population, 3 resources and organs. Speaker, Cult Knife, 1 population, 3 resources and an iron. And Tattered Parcel. I can't speak today. Survivors gain the Twilight Sword rare gear card. The survivors may select Twilight Sword as the new proficiency. That was normal. Weapons cursed. In addition, the parcel contains a blue lantern and a dormant Twilight Cloak rare gear card. Add these to the settlement storage, so they're not just for the person who got the Twilight Sword. Cursed. This may not be removed from your gear grid for any reason. Oh, that's just explaining what cursed means. So there's 2 new items from the Twilight, whatever that story is, that come along with the Twilight Sword. And then we have some new updates for level 1. What's this? Crooked Step, Spectral Blast, and Destiny's Marrow. Quickened. Bear Fruit. Oh, Nightmare Fruit. So more for the Lonely Tree or whatever it's called. The one that I don't have. And I'm not sure what that other one is for. We haven't fought everything, so I don't know what all their rules are. It'll probably say in here somewhere. Oh, Dragon King? That might be it. I think it's Dragon King. I haven't actually fought him yet. Alright, so those are the stickers. I'll put those up there. Oh, we'll leave the gear for last. If anyone else is watching, just feel free to speak up. Let me know if you want me to go over anything more. Okay, here. Now we'll just use the card cam because it's smaller cards. So we have the Perfect Hide. Just a basic resource, I think. Yeah, basic resource. We have the Perfect Bone and the Perfect Organ. If you consume this, archive the card, roll the d10. On a 6+, you get Millennium Parasite and gain 1 plus 10 Hunt XP. Huh. Weird. I'm gonna put that right into my resource deck. Okay. There's a Lonely Tree card. I don't have this expansion, so I don't have this to compare it to, but I will leave it up for a moment for those who want to check it out. Okay, some of these I have... Screaming Armor has changed. Where did I put mine? I didn't get everything out. I have Screaming Armor. Right. Sorry, everything's just a little over the place. I haven't cleaned up since the last time we played. Okay. Okay, Screaming Armor is somewhere out here. Rawhide. No, those are... Yeah. Oh, there's the Screaming Armor. So, Lonely Tree. Put it up there in the pile. So this is all the new stuff. We have the Screaming Armor. Might be able to get two side by side here. Oh, okay, so it's only add 1 to all hit locations. Skewer, let's face, 2 strength, 2 strength. It looks like the ability is the same. So it's only +1 to hit locations. So they nerfed that a bit. That's, yeah. And White Lion Cub. I don't have that one out. Survivors in White Lion Club, they may choose to slay the cub. If they do, each survivor gains a random basic resource. That's the same. Mother appears enraged. Father shows up, begin the showdown, nothing happens. I wonder if it was just spelling or something. I'll see if I can grab it. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong deck. Let's see here. White Lion Cub. So I'll shift that over. Put these back. Let's see here. Eight to 10. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. The Father Lion shows up. Begin the showdown immediately. Father Lion shows up. Begin the showdown immediately. Mother Lion appears. Overcoming with grief, she attacks. Begin the showdown immediately within range and play. Okay, so there's a bit different wording here. The Mother Lion appears, overcome with grief, she attacks. The White Lion starts the showdown with enraged in play. Begin immediately. Oh. With enraged in play. So they just specified that it's immediately. So you don't have to keep going along the... what do you call it? The hunt board. Okay. So, just clarification. I will put that into the hunt deck. Oh, the color is slightly different. I don't know if it's going to show up. Oh yeah, the color is a bit different, so... I hate when that happens, but I mean, it's hard to keep consistency over years. Alright, next is Teething from, what's that, the Screaming Antelope? Yep. Grab that here. I think we got Teething not that long ago. Here we go. Teething. Survivors find a trail of large rotted teeth littering the ground. Put these down. Each survivor may scavenge. 1d10, that's the same. You cut yourself, suffer 1 event damage, arms. You find nothing. An intact tooth, gain flat tooth, Screaming Antelope resource. Okay, so it's harder to find the 1 resource. So it's just the rolls have changed. So a 1 to 3 instead of a 1, a 4 to 8 instead of a 2 to 6. So you're more likely to find More likely to get hurt and more likely to find nothing. And less likely to find the flat tooth. And again, color is a little different. Put this back. Next one is Vermin Obsession. I think this one... Oh, I don't have to get that out. It's about patch terrain and a showdown board. You are overwhelmed so that you cannot spend survival. I don't know how much that one has changed. TV. Here we go. Well, there's a bug spot terrain, so they just... Oh, and you're doomed. Okay. Okay, they just changed the wording a bit and fixed, I guess, a spelling mistake or a wrong word. I'll leave that out in case there's more, but I don't think so. Prepared tunnels or some bullshit. Okay, I know Prepared Tunnels is just a change of the name because it used to be called... Actually, I have it over here because we were prepping to fight him. So they just changed it from Ground Pound to Prepared Tunnels, like it says in the book. So put that back. Resin Ball Shot. This is one of the AI cards. Sorry, I have... Okay, it just has a thing on the top there. So now it's hard to read on there because of the green screen. But I'll get rid of that one and... Oh no. There are two resin ball shots. So this one goes with that one. Almost got rid of the wrong one. So, the new one's on the left. I'm not sure. Furthest Stinky Survivor, closest starting field of view, that's all the same. No target defensive. Spit Salve. Perform Baller. Move the ball 2d10. Collision. Check the green part because I can't read it on there. So it is, do not perform this card, instead perform Ground Pound, then basic action. I don't know. I can't see difference. Turn to face target. I'm gonna check the... Oh, you're... Okay. So I was technically right the first time. It says to Resin Ball Shot, replace the copy of Resin Ball Shot that does not contain the separation anxiety clause. So this one here doesn't have that green section above, which it's supposed to, so now there's 2 copies of the same one. How are these on the back? Hard to see there. Actually, these are fairly similar. Okay, so that explains that. The stage. I don't have that terrain card out. Okay, there's a couple from the Lion Knight. Oh, okay, yeah, it was the it's the Tyrant that we got the stickers for too, and the Lonely Tree. So they updated something on them. I'll have to check those out in a bit. Okay, so the villain, I'll have to get those cards. Oh. I never put those into the deck. Okay, so villain. So the old one said you are doomed. If you die, the showdown's over. You cannot spend survival or run away. So it's no longer doomed because they changed the wording on doomed, I think. You cannot spend survival or run away. Okay. We'll put that one back. Okay. I think it just said before, while the villain's on stage, they're doomed. Now it's they may not spend survival. Or they may spend survival tomorrow. I don't know. I'll have to check. It's an awkward place to get to. And lava pool, sinkhole. Huh. Is that a terrain? Okay. I don't know where that one is. I don't know where I just put the Lion Knight stack. Weird. Okay, we have the... I'll have to find that one a little later if I can. The Gnarled Horns. Alright, Screaming Antelope. The Gnarled Horns. Giant tongue, giant mouth. There we go. Let's see if the attacker is adjacent to the monster. If the attacker is adjacent to the monster. Before it comes loose. Knockback 5. Critical wound, gain a resource. Persistent injury, ruined. Oh. It went from crushed crown to ruined horns. Interesting. the rulebook on that one, so it's not a replace or family tree. Dragon. Weird. Replace, where is it? Screaming Antelope, Gnarled Horns, hit location, and teething. Okay, so yeah. It changes its Crushed Crown to Ruined Horns. Interesting. I will put that in his deck. I'm gonna see if I can find that Lion Knight. Huh. I don't know where the Lion Knight stuff went to. That is so weird. Okay, I'll just keep going. Iridescent Helm. This is a hit location. I believe I have his hit locations up here. Iridescent Helm. There we go. If you hit with a Clever Shield, +4 strength, wound. That's all the same. Okay, broken horn. You break the monster's horn. Oh, Iridescent Horn was changed to Beetle Horn. So probably just another mistake on the typo kind of thing. Alright. I'll put his hit locations back. Next we have a strange resource, the Life String. Oh, strange resources I have over here. It may be just a new item. I don't know. Let's see here. Sorry about this. Just got to go through a giant stack of cards. Oops. I don't. Okay, it's from here. Salts, and stones. Huh. I'm gonna check the book. I really want to know where that Lion Knight stuff went to. I may have just put it in the wrong thing. Bone. So it's one of the expansions. Sunstalker. Add the following card to the appropriate deck. Okay, I guess it was just missing an item. I don't have that one out. I'll switch that after. And then we have the Lonely Tree. Like I said, I don't have that one, so I can't compare it. And the Tyrant. So here is, left is the new, right is the old. Okay, so there's another Crooked Step, Spectral Blast, Destiny's Marrow. Destiny's Marrow. Destiny's Marrow. Crooked Step, full moon. Okay, so he has a new, or new, not new, I guess, because I couldn't see it in here. I guess a trait that they never put in originally, that they should have. So I think just fixing more typos. Okay, now items. Let's see here. We have the Monster Grease. Start out with this one here. So we have a new Monster Grease. Let's compare it to an old one. Consumable, Monster Grease. Item consumable, soluble, stinky. Item consumable, oh, they added flammable. Okay. The blood sheath they changed. What was blood sheath? The here we go. Item bone other. When Rainbow Katana is to the left of blood sheath, it loses frail, gains sharp. Loses frail, gains sharp. Add D10 strength. Item bone other. Block 1. It's left of blood sheath. It loses frail. It loses frail and gains sharp and gains sharp. Strength each wound attempt. I don't see any difference. I have no idea. Can you see anything? Blood sheath, item bone other, left arrow. When block one, when Rainbow Katana is left of blood sheath, it loses frail, gains sharp, add D10. Difference on the back? Oh, right. It changed from the plumery to the weapon crafter to the plumery. Thank you. That was going to bother me. I'm going to have to reorganize this binder. So yeah, I assume Finger of God is probably going to be the same, but I'll check to make sure. Finger of God. Yeah, a lot of these, like the Monster Grease, Probably keep the extras just because I always usually build 4, but don't have cards for 4. But yeah, it's good to have extra cards. Yeah, I think spear two-handed, 255, 255. As long, yeah, I think it's just the backs that changed from weapon crafter to plumery. Okay, that's less exciting. Hollow sword. Where is that one? Hollow sword, yeah, probably just went from the plumery to something else. Plumery to... oh no. Maybe they did change. Frail, oh, it's... the old was paired? Hollow sword. Okay, so they added keywords too. Weapon, melee, sword, dagger, bone. Oh, it counts as a dagger as well. Interesting. Frail and paired before. Now it's just frail. This weapon gains strength equal to the monster's damage attribute. On a perfect hit, make 1 additional attack roll. Okay. Weapon gains strength equal to the monster's damage attribute. Okay. That's... and it's a 5. So it's a bit slower. It's a 2 instead of a 3. 5 plus to hit, that didn't change. And it's a 5 strength instead of a 3 strength. And it gains strength equal to the monster's damage attribute. Okay, that one's cool. All right. Rainbow Katana. Yeah, I'll keep all 3 together. Oh, I know the Sonic Tomahawk, that was in the pictures from like the beginning. I know that one changed quite a bit. What's this one? The Rainbow Katana. I know that one did change locations. I'm not sure if the wording changed as well. Rainbow Katana. Frail. Gains deadly. Oh. Weird. Oh no, that's just because I'm behind. I was like, why is that one white? But it's just because it's green screen. So yeah, just change the location, I think. Unless there was something there that I missed. Sonic Tomahawk. I think this one was a lot weaker before the strength was lower on it. Oh yeah. So, the old Sonic Tomahawk was a 352, now it's a 356. Perfect hit, make an additional attack roll, gains savage and paired when you get the affinities. Oh, it's a little easier to get the affinities. It's now... it's hard to see in that light. A red puzzle, red affinity, and blue now. And it used to be a red puzzle, 2 greens, and a blue. So, a little easier to get the ability. Savage and paired. That's cool. I like that. I know in previous games we didn't go after the Phoenix very much. We may have to start going after him more. Speed powder. I know that changed location to the stone circle from, what was it? The barber surgeon, I believe. Speed powder, but just make sure nothing else changed. Speed powder. Item soluble, it's the same. Into speed, use once per showdown. So that's the same, it's just new location. Alright, that was packet 1. Oh, here, this one's... Okay, so Screaming Bracers, Screaming Skirt, Screaming Horns. So I hope they didn't nerf this too much. We just finished making it in our campaign, so of course they're gonna nerf it. Screaming Bracers. Ooh, rip that. Okay. Oh, you no longer get Acanthus. You still get the terrain. Oh, but there's a new ability that lets you get the Acanthus, but you need to beat a level 3, I think. Screaming Skirt. It just went from a 3 waist armor to a 2 waist armor. I have them all laying out on my gear grid so I can see here. Screaming Horns went from a 3 to a 2. Everything else is the same, it looks like. So they nerfed the 3s down to 2s and removed the Acanthus. Not too happy, but it's not that big of a deal, I guess. Elder Earrings, those probably just changed location. What were they in? Why is that so funny? What are they in now? Stone Circle, so that means they're probably in the... where is it? Here we go. I always forget the name of this one. The Barber Surgeon. It's the start of... on arrival at the start of Showdown. So they changed the wording a bit. During the aftermath, gain +1 hunt XP. Okay, they reworded it and put it in a new location. Basically means the same thing, it's just a little more, I don't know, I guess works better with the terminology. Brain Mint. That one again, it's probably changed location, or it has changed location. Let's see if it did anything else. Remove all your tokens. Stand up. Use once per showdown. Inconsumable. So yeah, it just changed location. Ooh. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, this is one of the new ones. Oh, 2 of the new ones. Scrap Rebar. The weapon to the left loses frail and gains unwieldy. I don't know what unwieldy is. If you attempt to wound with a super dense location with the weapon, archive this at the end of the attack. Okay. unwieldy. I'll have to check. I'm not 100% sure what unwieldy is. I'll have to check. But if you attempt it... So, basically, instead of it breaking when it's frail, it just breaks this instead. Okay. And then we have the Scrap Bone Spear. I'm going to grab the card for it. I want to see what the costs are for these. So the Scrap Rebar is 2 scrap and an organ. Okay. The Scrap Bone Spear is 4 bone and 1 scrap. We have a ton of bone, so we could make this pretty easily if we wanted to. What is it? 2, 6+ to hit, 3 strength, reach 2, and frail. Barbed on a perfect hit, gain +4 strength on the rest of the attack. That's alright. Left green affinity, right red. I guess it's another early game spear. Weapon crafter, yeah, that's not too bad. I think the spear from the cat, or the white lion, might be a little better. The king spear. 263, so it's the same stats. Reach 2. May attack from 2 spaces away. So this one is frail, which is not good, but it has barbed. On a perfect hit, it's okay. That's not good. I just dropped the book of items. Okay, so Scrap Spear, another spear alternative. As I knock over the rule book. I'm going to put that somewhere safe. Okay, that's alright. Let's see here, we have the next packet. We have the Scrap Lantern. I think this one is new. Item Metal Lantern. When you depart, gain a survival. +1 accuracy if you have a red and a blue. It has a right blue affinity. Okay, that's kind of cool. Early game lantern, I believe. It was from the Weapon Crafter. Scrap Lantern, yep. So this is a scrap and a perfect organ. Okay, not bad. Gives you extra accuracy. And more survival is always good. If you have an empty slot, this is a good one to throw in. Counterweight Axe. I didn't know they changed that. Counterweight Axe. Or did... That is the Weapon Crafter. Past that. There we go. Counterweight Axe. Alright. 264, 264. Weapon melee axe two-handed. Weapon melee axe two-handed. Reach 2. Perfect hit. Monster suffers 1 wound. Do not draw a hit location. On a perfect hit, do not draw a hit location. Monster suffers 1 wound. So they just reworded it a bit. On a perfect hit, monster suffers 1 wound. Oh, the affinity stuff has... Once per attack. Limit once per attack. Okay, makes sense. Just clarification and rewording. Okay. It's weird that affinity stuff in this one they look the same, but on the other cam maybe one slightly different green, so it screwed up my green screen. Or screwed up because of my green screen, I don't know. Oh, Lorecraft, how's it going? Just got a new expansion for the game. It's a card update, so they changed out some of the cards and added some new things. So I'm just going over all of the changes. Up next we have the Scrap Sword. Scrap Sword, I got that right here. Come on. Alright, so the new ones on the left, old ones on the right. 253. Okay, so the new one is Barbed. 4. On a perfect hit, gain 4 strength. On a perfect hit, the edge sharpens, gain 4 strength for the rest of the attack. So they just changed it from, I guess they added Barbed. Everything else seems to be the same. Okay, so same idea, just different wording. It didn't change locations, did it? Weapon crafter. Weapon crafter. Nope. All right. What kind of tea? Scrap Dagger. Many other kinds. Okay, here is the old Scrap Dagger on the right. Barbed 2. So it just changed from perfect hit, or... No, it's still on a perfect hit. It just has a... Instead of the edge sharpens, it's barbed. Okay. 372, 372. Everything else looks the same. So they just put a keyword on it. I guess they're updating some things. I don't know. We have the Blue Lantern. Oh, I think this is all stuff from the expansions. Or the white boxes. Yeah, I believe this and the Dormant Twilight Cloak now come with the Twilight Sword when he comes to visit you. So, the Blue Lantern. Of course, it's item Lantern Other, Order Other. Sentient and Cursed. Interesting. So, means you can't take it off of your gear grid once you put it on. Suffer 2d10 brain damage and reveal AI cards until you reveal the trap. Put them back in the same order limit once per showdown. Okay. So you can take some brain... breaks it. Sorry. The table keeps shaking. So you take some brain damage and you get to look at a bunch of AI cards. Will the Blue Lantern come with the 1.6 core? I'm not sure what's happening with the 1.6 core game and the white box stuff. Yeah, I don't know about that, because these are all from the different white box miniatures that you can get that come with some extra things. So I don't know if they will be part of 1.6. Sorry. It'd be nice if they just started putting all this stuff into it, because, I mean, a few extra items would be good. You'll also get the Dormant Twilight Cloak, item heavy order other. I'm not sure what the order keyword is. Unique, irreplaceable accessory. Ignore sentient on your gear. You cannot depart with this if you have 3+ understanding. So you can take the blue lantern and then the cloak, and that'll remove the sentient off of it. I'm wondering how many other items have sentient. Alright, and so we have the blood skin and the speaker cult knife. These come from the white speaker. So the blood skin is green, affinities up and down. Then it is item, consumable, other. When you depart, you fill the blood skin and gain 2 bleeding tokens at the start of each of your acts. Remove 1 bleeding token. Okay. You start with 2 bleeding tokens, but you heal 1 every act. Interesting. We also have the Speaker Cult Knife. This one is a weapon, melee, steel, dagger, fist and tooth. Nice, you can use fist and tooth with this. Deadly and sharp. While insane and not wearing armor or accessories, gain +2 evasion, +2 strength. Interesting. That's if you have the two red affinities connected. And that comes when you get the white speaker story event, which we literally just got, like, maybe not last week, but the week before. Would have been nice to have had this then. Oh, and then we have a bunch of new items from one of the... What was it again? The one new settlement event where you... The sewing one. I forget what... Seamstress or whatever. Can't see it. The Lantern Brazier, armor set metal heavy. Outfit -2 movement. If you have 2 greens and 2 blues connected to it, when you depart, add 2 armor to all hit locations with metal armor. Outfit, -2 movement. Okay, that's interesting. The leather bodysuit. Armor set leather, outfit, 0 armor. Weird. Doesn't actually give you any armor, but it... Rawhide Corset. These ones are a little weird. Armor set rawhide, outfit, so you can switch it out with something else. +1 evasion if you have the blue and the red connected. Evasion's always good. But 0 armor. And we have the Teeth Bikini. Let's get that. It's armor set scale. Outfit. So if you have the blue connected to another blue and 2 other red affinities, you get +1 accuracy. And when you spend your movement, you shadow walk and may move through spaces survivors occupy without causing collision. Okay. Weird. When you spend your movement, you shadow walk and may move through spaces with survivors. Okay. Those are interesting. And one more card pack from the... or for items. What time is it? 6:30. Alright, so we have the final lantern. Let's see about the other one. There we go. Final lantern. New on the left, old on the right. Item other. Oh, it didn't have the lantern keyword on it before. saying flip this card. Final lantern. Yeah, they just added lantern to the keyword because it didn't actually state that. Okay. So that is the final lantern. We have cloth leggings. Okay, so these are from behind the wall and beyond the wall or something like that, some of the white boxes. There is the hard breastplate and the cloth leggings. So they are rare gear. There's supposed to be a Vagabond armor set. I don't remember seeing that. So the prices of the items are on the back: cloth and a hide, and you need ammonia. And you can get the cloth leggings and the leather bone and heat, and you can make the hard breastplate. So the leggings are 1 armor to the feet accessory, so it doesn't actually count as armor. Interesting. When you suffer bleeding or bloody thighs, severe leg injuries, you instead gain a bleeding token. Interesting. Hard breastplate is 3 chest armor, armor leather heavy. Ignore the first severe injury you would suffer each showdown. Nice. That's cool. And outfit again, you can switch it out with others. Those are the charms. We'll skip those. Oxidized lantern, glaive, Vesper Team Bow. I'm missing the other items from that the other white box, because there's supposed to be a tabard and something else from the beyond the wall or behind the wall or whatever it is. Am I? Huh, looks like I'm missing some cards. Weird. The green charm. There's a new one. I think all it did was change its location from the organ grinder to the barber surgeon. The red charm, same thing, organ grinder to barber surgeon. Blue charm's the same. Polishing lantern, lantern glaive, Vesper Team Bow, steel sword. Huh. Yeah, I'm missing some cards. Okay, so the polishing lantern, I think, is a new one from the Blacksmith. It is a item metal lantern. Ignore early iron. Spend your action to polish the edge of your or an adjacent survivor's finesse weapon. It gains +4 strength for the next attack. Limit once per attack. Okay. So you can help somebody else out? Or yourself? Oxidized lantern glaive. Where's that from? Exhausted Lantern Horde. No. Should be back here. There we go. Oxidized Lantern Glaive. So, new on the left, old on the right. It's a 256. That didn't change. Weapon melee, spear, axe, two-handed, finesse metal, sharp, reach 2, barbed. Okay, so they just reworded the bottom. So instead of the weapon sharpens, they just add barbed instead. And then we have the Vesper Team Bow is a new updated one. I think they nerfed this a bit. Or a lot. It was a... Ooh, 361. Yeah, they nerfed this bad. So it went from a 366 strength to a 361 strength. Range 5, deadly, everything else is the same. So they took it from a 6 to a 1 strength. We almost made that a couple games ago, but didn't. Which I'm kind of glad now, because that's a lot weaker. But, I mean, it's still... It doesn't have slow. 273 to a 361. But it does have the range 9, so it's a little better than the catgut bow, but that is a pretty big nerf. And then we have the Lantern Halberd. This is a rare gear card. So, new on the left, old on the right, 247. Those are all the same. Weapon, melee, two-handed spear, lantern. Okay, so it counts as a lantern. Okay. There's a certain point where you can only leave with lanterns. So this one has a lantern built in, so that's kind of cool. Irreplaceable and unique, that's the same. After attacking... So they just added lantern to the keywords. And the steel sword has changed, so the new one and the old one. 145, that's the same. Weapon, melee, sword, metal finesse. Irreplaceable, slow, and sharp is all the same. Oh, they changed the perfect hit, edge sharpens to barbed. So, just changing some keywords. Well, that is it. But unfortunately, it looks like, unless I missed them underneath something else, there should be more items to this set. And I never got the armor set card for it. That's kind of disappointing. I don't remember seeing it. I don't think it'd be in any of these packs. They're just dividers. Huh. Well, I'm going to have to go through some of this and make sure I didn't miss those, but I think I'm missing some items. Yeah, I'll go over them on camera or off camera just to make sure, but I may have to contact them about some missing cards. Because I know there's more with these, because that's part of the Vagabond armor, and there should have been a Vagabond armor set card. Let's see here. Promos. So, Allison the Twilight Knight, we got that. The Blue Lantern, the Dormant Twilight Cloak, Beyond the Wall, Cloth Leggings, and Hard Breastplate. We got the Pinups of Death 2, the Lantern Brazier, Bodysuit, Teeth Bikini, Rawhide Corset. We got the Dark Seamstress. We got the Story in the Snow. Oh, is there not? I guess it doesn't come in it. Weird. Because there should be... Beyond the Wall, and there's another one that was behind the wall or something like that. Okay, well, I guess that'll be it for now. Thanks for coming to check it out. I'll have to look into that. Alright, I hope everybody has a good night, and I'll see you guys Friday, hopefully, when we're gonna be playing against the Dung Beetle Knight Friday. So we'll have some new cards in there to fight. Yeah, there was some updates to the Dung Beetle Knight, so we'll see that on Friday. But have a good night.